Now, if you're watching this video, there's probably a good chance that you've watched hundreds of other videos that seem like these, going over Bannerlord mods where you're just trying to find something that you might actually like and that you haven't even heard of yet. On this channel, we've already done this and have had a handful of videos going over some of the most popular but useful mods out there today. But today, I wanted to do something a little different and take a look at some of the best, coolest, and maybe some of the most useful mods that have been released just this year in 2025 that you might not know about yet. Before we cover all of them, I just wanted to say that I've tested all of them in a vanilla playthrough on version 1.2.12 and they all work together, but I have not tested them with any total conversion mods or any other mods outside this mod list, so do with that information what you will. And with that out of the way, let's find some new mods. Oh, and also they're linked down below in the description for you. Now, like I said, I wanted to find the best new mods possible, which means they have to be made in 2025, which brings us to our first mod, More Nations. This mod derives from the Calradia Expanded Scene mod, which if you've ever played Banner Kings, you're probably familiar with this idea already. The mod brings new and custom kingdoms and characters in various regions around the vanilla map. This means nothing will be changed in the game, and the new settlements and kingdoms will arrive within the empty regions of the map. This is a perfect mod if you're looking to spice up your next vanilla playthrough while not changing anything within the game itself. I have personally used this mod a handful of times already and I have been loving it so far. Next up, we have the Realistic Blood mod that removes the unrealistic blood visuals when hitting heavily armored enemies. This is a great quality of life mod, improving upon how accurate the enemies should look when they have taken damage. For example, flying blood particles will only appear in critical hits or if the enemy is lightly or completely unarmored. It's good to note that this mod does not change any damage values or gameplay mechanics, but it is a nice addition for your next historical roleplay playthrough. Next up, we have the Start as Anyone mod. This does seem self-explanatory, but there are some interesting features that you should know about it. You can start your new campaign as any existing lord in the game while still inheriting their clan, relations, and holdings. It is good to note though that this feature can only be used in Sandbox and not the actual campaign itself. The developer of the mod has even gone to say that it works with any total conversion mod and that he has tested it with Anno Domini 1259, Victorian era 1860, and even the Realm of Thrones. I haven't tested this out for myself, but I do think it's worth a shot and it could make for some interesting playthroughs in those mods. Next up, we have one of the coolest mods in this mod list, They Married Your Companions. This mod allows for your companions to form relationships and marry with your blessing, of course. How it works is over time, some of your characters in your party will build relationships and will eventually ask you to marry. If it's a member of your family, the companion will become a part of your family and so will their children. If they marry a wanderer, they remain a wanderer and so will their children, but their children will also be recruitable in the taverns later on. This developer is even going to say that it should work with any total conversion mod, but they have only tested it with Realm of Thrones, and that it's even safe to add mid playthrough if you currently have a Realm of Thrones playthrough you want to add it to. Next up, we have the Better Battle Resolve. This mod aims to overhaul the lackluster auto-resolve battle system that we have now to deliver more realistic and fair results. It was built from the ground up to offer greater accuracy, modularity, and better AI compatibility. I won't go too deep into about the details, but this mod features reworked unit stats, armor systems, counterplay mechanics, terrain and siege impact, persistent troop HP, and more. This is one of those mods where why wouldn't you add this in your playthrough? Next, we have a group of mods made by the same developer, but you will have to download them all individually. In this list, we have Banner Knights, Banner Jobs, Banner Workshops, Banner Shop, and Banner Recruit. Banner Knights adds custom companions that can be found and recruitable in all castles around the map. Banner Jobs adds a job menu to every town, allowing you to complete contracts for experience and gold. Banner Workshop adds 3 new workshops into the game that are player unique, meaning they won't spawn on their own and they're designated to centralize goods and guarantee profits. Banner Shop adds a versatile convenience shop. For example, you can pay to upgrade your buildings in your town or castles, pay to train your troops, pay to train your skills, and even more. And lastly, there's Banner Recruits, which allows for faster recruitment of tier 1 and tier 2 troops and villages. I think these are all great mods that adds a bunch of different features that a lot of you will probably enjoy, but that doesn't go to say that for me, it just kind of felt like cheating when I was using them, but they do add a ton of new cool features, which is why they made it into the list. Next up, we have the mod Lord's Gear. This mod forces you to buy gear for your lords, mercenaries, and companions, making them more dangerous. This means no more stupid weapon choices, as everyone is now equipped according to their skills, preferences, and available resources. NPCs will not only buy gear matching their skill sets, respects their budgets, meaning they won't spend all of their money, and they won't buy what they already have, and mounted characters will avoid buying horse and compatible weapons. I honestly didn't even know NPCs did this and that these were real issues in the first place, but I'm glad there's a fix for it and I now plan on using this mod in every future playthrough. Next up, we have the mod Renamer. This is one of the most useful mods in this mod list in my opinion, adding a new dialogue option that allows you to rename not only your companions but anyone. I believe you could only do this before by using the character reload mod, but this mod makes it just so much easier to do. I find myself using this mod mostly in the later game to rename my companions so I know what each of them are good at. Next up we have the mod Promoted. This mod allows you to promote your troops within your party to not a companion, but a lord in your clan. After a battle, this mod makes several checks to decide if one of your troops gets a promotion, with a maximum of 1 per battle. The checks start with higher tier troops, so lower tier recruits don't quote unquote steal the promotion. The number of kills your troops gets raises the chances of checks happening in the first place, meaning large scale battles have a higher chance of giving the option to promote a unit. The possible downsides of this mod is your clan might get too powerful if you end up having a ton of lords, as more lords does obviously increase the strength of your clan. New lords will also ask for more money after being promoted, which could also be a hit on your finances. It's also good to note though that a successful check allowing a troop to be promoted into a companion is only about 1%, and after many battles and tests I was not able to get a promotion myself. Next up we have the mod Battle Size Resized. This is a simple but must-have mod in my opinion. If you're familiar with the original Battle Size mod, this mod does the same thing by allowing you to increase the battle size between 1200 to 2040. But the difference between these two mods is, with the original you would have to go into the actual file of the mod itself to edit the battle size, whereas in the new one you can now adjust it in the Performance tab where you would normally change the battle size. Using the original interface makes it so much easier and more convenient to change, especially if you're not familiar with editing files. Now these next two mods I have for you all are exceptions when it comes to being released in 2025, but they did receive a massive update this year, which is why I wanted to include them here today. First up we have Artem's Lively Animations. This is a quality of life mod, but this might be the best quality of life mod in Bannerlord that I have seen yet. This mod introduces completely new animations to vanilla idols, injuries, fling, and combat, and adds new custom one-handed spear and shield animations. With the new injury animation, if the total HP of a troop is low, their movement speed will now be reduced with the new walk and custom idle animation. And when troops flee now, they will now drop their weapons and have new and proper fling animations. This has been one of my favorite mods out of the ones that I have found recently, and Artem has done a great job again with this mod. If you don't know who he is, go check out his YouTube channel, which is linked down below, as he has even more mods that he showcases on his channel. Now this next mod is another group of mods that you'll have to download separately. This mod is called the Revival Experiment, and there are 52 different mods that all change or add something different. This means we won't be going over all of them, but like I said, these are all linked down below and you can check it out for yourself after the video. It's also good to note though that I wasn't able to test all 52 mods, but the 6 or 7 that I did download and test, I didn't find any issues at all. Starting us off, we have Stage of Prison Break, which removes the delay between prison escapes, reducing the escape fee, adds a monetary reward from the prisoner, and adds a gift from the prisoner after a successful escape. Next, we have the mod Alley that changes the income from alleys, which is now dependent on security and criminal rating. It increases the impact of crime rating from owning alleys, and any companion can now be appointed an alley leader in rebellious cities. Next is a simple mod called Voting for the Settlement. This mod just changes how priority is given when voting on who gets a new settlement by checking who has the lowest number of fiefs and which clan has the least amount of money. And this last mod that we will cover from this group is called Selling Goods from the Stash. This mod allows your governor to sell food from the city stash, but will only do so if the city is starving. Horses are also sold, but only if the price is right, and you will be able to see the daily sales report in your campaign log. There's obviously a ton more mods in this group that are super cool and interesting, and I highly suggest you all go check them out for yourselves, as you will probably find some that you might like for your next playthrough. I've been having a ton of fun with all these new mods, and if you think there are any more new mods that you have found recently that you think others might enjoy as well, let me know down in the comments. And also let me know which mods from this mod list you plan on installing for your next playthrough down below as well. Most of y'all are not subscribed yet, so if you love Bannerlord and Total Conversion mods, please consider hitting that like bell and subscribe button down below, as it helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much in advance. And if you made it to the end, and if you enjoyed this type of video, you'll probably enjoy this one right here where we talk about some of the best mods for your next Bannerlord playthrough. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.